Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, played by me, the Savage. When last we left off, we had just picked up the lost dialogue of Plato from the Ward collection at Barnet College. Pretty convenient, I would say. Um, Now, a couple of things. I believe I finally got my volume situation straightened out. I don't know why I kept derping on it, but I did. You'll have to let me know if it's working better, but I do believe I've figured out what was wrong, and it shouldn't be a problem from here on out. Now, another thing, in one of the videos I had already posted, a good friend of mine had pointed out that Doug Lee, who did the voice of Indiana Jones for this game, later actually reprised the role in the next Indiana Jones adventure game, which I believe was Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings for the GameCube. I could be wrong. I don't know. I never actually played any of the later ones. I know I believe the Staff of Kings was one. I think there was an Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine or something like that. I never got around to playing those. I may eventually try to find them and play them, but I haven't been able to yet. So anyway, enough of this enough of me bullshitting. Let's just move on. Now that I've found the lost dialogue of Plato, the game should kind of really open up from here, and you'll see why this was one of my favorite adventure games, because of what they did with it, but I'll get to that in a minute. First, I have to go across the street. Dialogue.
I got it. I found Plato's lost dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
Alright, here we go. The Hermocrates. Now at last I have Plato's lost dialogue translated entirely. The Greek original is lost, so I've used the Arabic text I found in an Italian monastery years ago and always thought was a hoax. Now I wonder, could this remarkable book hold the secret to long-lost Atlantis? Probably not. No one will publish it, that's certain. The fear of ridicule is too great. To be safe, I've sent a copy to Ward. Charles Sternhardt, London, 1922. These paper clips will each take us to different relevant passages. Hermocrates. In shame I hereby do recant the time and place whereof Critias spoke. In rendering Egyptian into Greek he made a tenfold error. Instead of lying 3,000 miles hence, Atlantis may well have been 30,000 miles away, or perhaps it was less than 300 miles from our own shores. Likewise, it may be that the Lost Kingdom held sway as many as 100,000 years ago, or as few as 1,000. Socrates writes, if a kingdom arose on earth anywhere beyond anywhere men might travel, then we would never hear of it. We ought to accept the lesser figure. These numbers will become important as things continue. This is just the basic information that we have right now. So glorious Atlantis founded two colonies, the lesser 330 miles northwest of the city and the greater 480 miles away southeast. Gates of the kingdom opened only with the aid of special stones. At many outposts, a sunstone sufficed if sunset made the tall horns red. At the greater colony, a moonstone was also needed, with darkest night healed by the full moon. To approach Atlantis itself, a worldstone was required as well, with a glorious sun blazing alone upon the western sea. Final entrance yielded only to contrary minds. Keep all of this in mind. This will become important. And of course, Sternhardt took our worldstone. That dick. Next page says, and it is said that dwellers in Atlantis had no horses, nor any need of them. Orichalcum, the metal that glittered like fire, this they had instead. They cast it into shiny beads and used them as we do minted coins, paying statues to do their work as if by magic. When their colonies were failing, wise men carved strange devices out of amber to search for the metal, but only proud Atlantis ever yielded a supply. Socrates replies, "You have called the kingdom wealthy, but surely this is absurd." The final page. As the waters rose around their city, the kings of Atlantis, one after another, sought to hold off fate. Knowing mortal men would never rule the sea, they planned a huge colossus, which by use of orichalcum, 10 beads at a time, would make them like the gods themselves. Nerab-Sal was one such king. He it was, say the wise men of Egypt, who first put men in the colossus, making many freaks of nature at times when the celestial spheres were well aligned. Socrates replies, "This I doubt. We are hearing a child's tale." That is all of the information that we will need out of the Lost Dialogue of Plato. You will see how those passages become relevant as time passes, but for now, we must listen to Indy and Sophia speak. If I can... why? There we go.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Sternhart probably could have told us a lot.
Sorry, I had to take a
Sternhart's
drink of water.
long gone. I'd sooner trust my spirit guide.
Plato's the one to trust, I think.
Oh, so Atlantis vanished 1,000 years before Plato instead of 10,000. How does that help us?
Aha!
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Indeed.
Yes, the cradle of civilization.
You could be right. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Good old Nerab-Sal. I'm starting to like him.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
Finger waggling.
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Be patient, he's lost. But I think I know how to guide him home. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Omar al-Jabbar in Algiers.
Ha! We have our next location
Why
to
should you help
travel to.
us?
Or was it Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. You'll need all 3 stones if you want to find Atlantis.
How will I find Trottier and Al-Jabbar?
Not so fast. First, I'm going to tell you a fortune. Look into my eyes. Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you. Now hold still.
Oops, I hit my mic, sorry.
You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones. You possess great strength of character. You are resourceful. But you're better with your fists than your head. I foresee combat and violence along your path to Atlantis, a path too dangerous for me.
Alright, now, this is what I was talking about with this adventure game. There are actually 3 different ways to play through it. There is the Fists path, which focuses a lot on the fighting system for the game. There is the team path, where you do all of your travels with Sophia and work together to find the artifacts. Or there is the wits path, which is very puzzle heavy and very in-depth. For this playthrough, I'm going to be doing the team path. I may go back if at the later and show the other two paths in maybe bonus videos, something like that, so you can get an idea for the other two. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see if people are interested in that. But for the sake of this playthrough, we're going to be traveling together. I find it's the most entertaining of the three. Excuse me. Sorry, had to take a drink.
I'd rather tackle this together with you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure. We should team up.
Okay, if that's how you feel, we'll go together.
Well, let's go ahead and be nice about it.
Let's get going. We can still catch tonight's clipper.
You make it sound so romantic.
Now, as you can see, the Azores, Iceland, and Tikal are all removed from the map. We have no need to ever go back to any of those three places. The first place I think we're going to go to, we'll check Monte Carlo first. We're off. Alright.
Well, here we are.
What makes you think we'll find Trottier here?
All his letters mention how much he likes strolling under the bright lights.
I had no idea Monte Carlo was the lost city.
Don't start with me, Indy. It's Trottier we're after.
But what does Trottier look like?
How should I know? I've never actually met him. We did all our business by mail.
Oh, thank you so much for the help.
Suppose Trottier shows up. What then?
Bring him up to my room.
Indeed it does, Indy.
This plan sounds kind of harebrained to me.
Don't worry, it'll work. He used to have one of the three stones. If we can coax him into a seance, he might let us have it.
A seance?
I'll go get ready.
I may have made a mistake. I may have gone to the wrong place first. First, we'll try this and see what happens.
Hey there. Can you tell me where to find Monsieur Trottier?
Sorry, no. Look for a man in a brown suit.
No, I think that... Nope, he went inside. Get out here.
Excuse me. Are you Alan Trottier? Oh, perhaps Uzaski.
Ha!
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones of Barnett College. Jones. I believe I've heard of you.
Of course you have.
It's, of course, the famous archaeologist. Actually, I'm just a simple professor. Oh, leave the modesty to me, sir. Alain Trottier.
Ha!
Amateur scholar, part-time poet, professional dreamer. My horoscope told me to find a new path through life tonight. And here I bump into you. Ah, what good fortune.
Indeed. Okay, so apparently we need to take him upstairs.
Madame Sophia's in town and wants to meet you. Really? The great psychic? Oh, no wonder I felt restless tonight. Still, one must be cautious. I fear that German agents are on my trail. To prove you are not one of them, answer me this. Why did the Atlanteans build their huge colossus?
Aha! Now we know this because we read the Lost Dialogue of Plato.
To make themselves like gods. Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Platos lost dialogue well. How can I help you? Madame
Ghost.
Sophia would like to trade her wisdom for yours. I'm sure she would. And steal my secrets. What kind of idiot you take me for?
Crap. Come
Monsieur
back here.
Trottier?
I made a mistake.
Yes?
No.
Sorry about being so rude. I do not believe your sincerity.
What?
Just a moment, monsieur. Yes?
Well, let's try it then.
Hey, why don't you stop being such a jerk? Well,
Well, nope, that didn't do it.
over here, Monsieur Trottier. Yes? Have a nice evening.
Hmm. Apparently, I have botched
The
something.
door is closed.
Okay, then open it.
Any luck, Indiana? Where's Trottier?
I've tried, and that fool won't come up here.
No, he won't.
I hadn't thought about that possibility. Just drop Nurab Sal's name.
Okay. Before I do that, let's take a look around this room now that we're in here. A flashlight. This may come in handy. That?
It's a fuse box.
Huh? Can I open it? Pull the circuit breaker, why not? Aha! This does nothing for me. Bedspread looks interesting.
There must be a sheet under here.
Okay. Apparently I can take the sheet. I'm vaguely remembering things now. Let's head back outside. See if this old man will listen to reason. Monsieur Trottier! There he is. Come back here. Where are you going?
Monsieur Trottier?
Stop.
Yes?
Name dropping.
I just want you to know I work for Nurab Sal. Did you say Nurab Sal? Well, perhaps you're not the buffoon I took you for. Now, excuse me while I consider this.
What? I forgot about that. Damn it, Trottier, come back here. Nope.
Just
Stop.
a moment, monsieur. Well, hello again, Dr. Jones. How can I help you? Follow me and Madame Sophia will read your fortune. Oh, this is a big step. I'm not sure. Come on, take a chance. She's right here in the hotel. Well, I do need a new spirit guide in my life.
Got it.
So I'll do it. Please lead the way. Have a seat, Monsieur Trottier.
Is he here?
Okay, Trottier's all yours.
Oh, Monsieur Trottier, I am so pleased to meet such an expert antiquarian at long last.
Madame flatters me. It is I who am pleased to meet you.
Now then.
Yes, name dropping.
Nurat demands proof of your sincere belief.
Well, I have this stone key from the lost city. It should
Do
prove my
you?
worth to Monsieur Sal.
Very good indeed. Now let's begin our communion with that great spirit.
One moment, madame. We've never met before. You could be an imposter. If you really have psychic powers, tell me. Why was I taking a stroll when I first met Dr. Jones?
How should I know?
Read my mind, or read Dr. Jones' minds if you prefer. I told him everything.
Let me think.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Your horoscope told you to.
Well. Fascinating. What is my greatest fear?
And the Nazi agents.
You fear Nazi agents.
Aha, that is intriguing. What is my greatest need?
Yes, he needs a new spiritual advisor.
You need a new spiritual advisor.
Well. Fascinating. Now then, how many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
What kind of stupid question is that? The answer depends on pure chance.
Not if you're truly psychic. Don't worry, I won't cheat. How many fingers?
Well, all I can do is try a wild guess. 4.
Amazing! You must have truly read my mind. Now, what words of wisdom can you offer to guide me?
Huh.
The path to Atlantis is too dangerous for you.
Oh, I was worried that it might be so. Please, take my stone key as a reward for your profound advice. Au revoir.
Okay.
Nice work, Sophia. Now I'm taking control of this team. Looks like we have one of the 3 stones. Let's hope we can find a way to use it.
I'll bet Trottier got it from a collector in Algiers, named Omar Al-Jabbar. Those two do a lot of business together. Let's head for North Africa and find out if I'm right.
Fine. I'll hail a cab while you get changed.
Well, that was interesting. That's not the puzzle solution I had
I'd better
in
put the
mind.
flashlight back.
Okay.
I'd better put the sheet back.
Well, that takes care of that then. Taxi.
Wait for me!
And we're off to Algiers. And with that, well, let me make sure there's no... Nope, there isn't. Okay. With that, I will call this a video. And next time, when we return, we will try to find another stone disc. Oh, God, I can't talk. Stone disc here in Algiers. Right. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you next time. Or, no, you will hear me never mind.